Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, published by Anna Pierno, which has become a bit of a seal of quality for a lot of indie games, at least the super like narrative driven stuff. And people have already been gassing this up like it's one of the all-time greats in the puzzle genre, so looking forward to witnessing it with my own laser eyes. Folks, welcome back to Spiky Gaming. I don't think any more introductions necessary. Let's just check it out. Oh, that's it, huh? Just like that, we're in. Okay, car. It do be a car. Sign. This sign has been erected by the National Heritage Board and is maintained by the Ogden-Waldberg Resident Association in consultation with the Ogden-Waldberg Culture Committee. The Ogden-Waldberg Forest and surrounding areas were given status as a national park in 1958. Camping or lighting fires are strictly prohibited within the park at all times. The grounds were considered holy. Today, because of its cultural history, it remains a favorite spot for artists, and countless films, books, and other works have been created or conceived here. The land was owned by the Schwarzwald family, of which the last member was renowned painter Renate Schwarzwald. After her tragic death, the state used the building as a home for the blind, after which the structure was sold and turned into the first hotel in the region. The origins of the mausoleum on the land is unknown. In fact, whether someone is buried inside or not has been a source for debate by local historians. The cemetery administration has refused the exhumation of the mausoleum. The site is home to a myriad of legends and mysteries. Reports of ghosts are plenty, and many visitors have tried to find a fabled treasure. But whether it has ever existed is unknown. What mysteries will you find here? And here's a map of the estate and the surrounding forest, as well as the mausoleum. Okay, and we're going to be exploring for what purpose? Whoops, are we going to be trying to find a treasure? Are we trying to see if anyone's buried here? It's too late to go back. Are we an author? Are we a reporter? It's locked. Is it your car? You can unlock it. Yeah, here we go. Use car key. I also have tampons, just in case. Start the car, listen to the radio, look in the glove compartment? Let's do that. There's an instruction booklet and a letter. Thank you for selecting the Lorelei and the Laser Eyes software. Please read this instruction booklet to ensure proper handling and maximum enjoyment. 2014? Simogo AB. What really happened at this old hotel? Who are you? Who are the other visitors? The goal of this game is to find the truth. That's it. So we're just investigating in general. To get the most out of this game, play in a quiet and dimly lit environment with pen and paper at hand. This game requires knowledge of real-life systems like the 24-hour clock, all good, Roman numerals, all good, Arabic numbers, all good, and other such like concepts. Okay, I'm equipped with the right knowledge bank, that's good. Parts of this game deal with and depict sensitive subjects and themes. Player discretion is advised. Okay, well I can dimly lit my environment if you'd like, although that is a bit counterintuitive to the pen and paper aspect. Every letter, document, note, and other important information found throughout the game is stored in the player character's memory. This information can be retrieved and viewed at any time. Okay, so what's the point of pen and papering if I've got a photographic memory and an introspection mode that allows me to just view anything of note that I've gathered during the adventure? There's also a bite size system. After finding it, you'll be able to access it through the introspection screen. Okay, all of that makes sense. A photo fell out of the instruction manual. I will obviously look at the photo. Well, that's upsetting. What is this? Who is this, actually, is a better question. Then what's this letter? Signorina, as discussed, I am expecting your arrival at Hotel Letzty's Jar on January 7th next year. This project is my magnum opus, the mother goose of all birds. It is my firm belief that you can help me transcend the limitation of art for humans. Holy smokes, it's a tall order. We will put on a show for the eyes of the cosmos. Ab emo pectore. That's some Latin nonsense I do not know. R. Nero. 1962. Let's continue onwards and outwards. So over here is the mausoleum. Cemetery gate. It's locked. Yeah, our car key's not gonna open that. We'll just have to come back on that one. To the left here, we can go get lost in the forest if we want. We'll come back to that. It is tempting. Let's start with this. We wanted to check out this mansion, of course. That's why we came here, this hotel. Okay, an animal approaches. Dog. I guess we'll take it. Read the letter, inspect the collar. The tag reads Rudy. Okay, Rudy. Our mystery starts in previous correspondence. Find the year. Interesting. So I thought the year didn't make any sense on the letter. I'm like, it is not 1962. I believe that was the year. I'm going to go based off that. So I assume that's going to be a passcode to get into the gate. Let's have a look over here. Gatehouse door. Also locked. That wasn't it? Okay, time to recall that photographic memory of ours. Oh, look at this. We've got a... hang on. What is this? The Sims? Letter sign R. Nero, December 13th, 1962. I was right. Next year, though. Because we're arriving on 1963. But again, is it really 1963? I'm not getting that vibe from the game. Also, this is probably important context. 1963 was over 30 years before I existed as a human being. So maybe I just have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've made it in here. Great. So I assume from here we'll be able to open the main gate. Handheld gaming device. This is that, what, bite size? Yeah, that's it. Bite size gaming system. Again. Not lining up with the 1963 implication. I do believe that was just a passcode. Nothing more. Electrical cabinet. Also has its own lock. Okay. Unlock the electrical cabinet. Well, hold on. You don't know that you need to do that. Why would you assume that you need to open every lock you see? Among handwritten notes like lock gate, feed dog, and right handwritten notes, there is a typed letter. Signorina, you were as expected, clever, like the mouse who finds fresh carrot. Finds the fresh carrot among moldy cheese. Forgive the strange welcome with a locked gate and a black dog. We have to be sure to keep uninvited guests away. Meet me inside. Our journey, 116 years back in time, is about to begin. The past is the key to the future. Bona fortuna, R. Nero. Is Nero person's way over their head. They're in way over their head, frankly. Whatever they're doing, whatever forces of the cosmos they're messing with, frankly, I think it's not too late to turn around. We don't have to be a witness to this. Okay, 116 years back from today, assumably. So 1963 minus 116, which should be 1863, 1853... 1847, if my math is correct. Okay. And what are we looking at here? A panel. Whoa, okay. These are three different 4-digit numbers, plus 3 different 3-digit numbers, plus 3 different 2-digit numbers, equals 2014. Well, obviously, we're not going 2364. Is there a way to get to 2014 from 1080? You would need to get to nearly 900. You might be able to. 1080 plus 851 would put you at 1931. At which point, 83 should push you the rest of the way. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, nice. We didn't even look at this computer yet. I was saving this for last. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes file system. 1982 to 2014. See, I assume 2014 was probably the actual year. Because that was also the date given on the Simogo AB instruction manual, and this game is not from 2014. I'm not going to remember this woman's name. I'm going to read 1,000 notes in this game, and I'm at no point going to remember this woman's name. I'll be honest with you. I'm not even sure I remember your name. Was it Rudy? Ooh, okay. Red footprints leading to a different room. This isn't the same building I was just in? Maybe this is a different entrance to the same building? Bolted shortcut XVI. There's 16 shortcuts in this game? This is obviously probably one of the last ones we hit. Surveillance monitor. Not exactly operational. This might be like one of the last places we check out. Sculpture, what do we got? Dreamer is the name of it. This one's Magician. What's on the ground here? American dollar. Okay, good. What are these ones? Creator. An artist. Creator, artist, dreamer, and magician. Here's another American dollar. I will absolutely take that. I like the big comical lever up there on the patio. I don't know what it's going to open, but it's ready to open something. More footprints leading up to the entrance of the entire hotel. Letztes jar. I'm still not sure I'm pronouncing that even remotely correctly. Letztes. 1478. Okay. Worth noting is that the 1 only has 1 little splatter on it. 4 and 7. 7 has 4. 4 has 3. 8 has 2. So maybe I'm supposed to go in order of splats, or maybe the implication is that you need to hit 7 4 times in the combination. No, because look at the top of the keypad. There's only 4 lights there that are about to light up. So it's probably in order. I'm going to go 1, 8, 4, 7. Yeah. We've made it inside the hotel successfully. More footprints. Lead the way. Something's going on over there. There's someone talking in there. Listen in, let it be. You want to change the title to Laser Eyes? More action? Have you even read what I sent you, Mr. Bob Hamburger? Is there someone with a soul I can talk to instead? I'm not being rude. If anything, I'm being too polite. Doesn't like the Laser Eyes proposition, huh? I don't know, it kind of hits. Notice board. There are notices about events and happenings at the hotel. Oh, there's a lot. Notice about missing script pages. Okay, these are all going to go in our photographic memory, huh? Script pages. Has anybody seen my lost pages last seen in my typewriter January 13th? This content has cosmic personal value. There's a substantial reward for finding all 9 of them. Please deliver them personally. I am staying in room 1963. Exhibition! 2nd floor, open all day, free admission. Among the many portraits, lithographs, and sculptures in the collection of Hotel Letztes Jar. You know what? It's Hotel LJ now, okay? It's Hotel LJ. Guests and visitors are welcome to visit the exhibition hall on the 2nd floor. We are proud to currently be hosting the absorbing mixed media work of Lorelei Wise, as well as our standing showing of Renate Schwarzwald's Himmelskorper paintings. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's something written on the back of the note. I mean, I believe that is the exact thing I just read, but backwards. Wait, no, this doesn't say the same thing. Wait, this doesn't say the same thing at all. 2nd floor, open to the enlightened. Have you taken the challenge to knowledge and are ready to step out into a world of true art? Are you the foretold? No, I think that's Latin. Nokens Mulier? It might just be a name of someone that we haven't seen yet. Nosens or Nokens Mulier. We welcome you, the real connoisseur, to see it all in the red gallery. on the second floor. Okay. Notice about ghost tour? Right, they did talk about this. Guided ghost tour with dinner. Backyard sign-up required. Brave the haunted dark nooks and crannies of the hotel and soak up the atmosphere of centuries past. Our nightly ghost tour is exclusive to our bravest guests, as the old building is home to a wide variety of spirits, good and bad. Most famously, the Countess, who is said to stalk the hallways in search of her eyes. And who knows, perhaps you will also be invited to find and enter the many hidden passages on the tour. Fortune-telling and magic show. Locations TBA, free for hotel guests. Since its opening, the mystery of magic and fortune-telling has been synonymous with Hotel LJ. Our guests can meet with the local mystic or enjoy his mysterious magic show. But be aware, he always has a trick up his sleeve. Okay, sounds fun. Quiz night, secret location, only for members. Okay, this is another member-only event. Feeling knowledgeable? Try joining the secret quiz club. Hotel LJ is the proud home of Europe's most trying trivia nights. How trying? Well, try finding it in the first place. To those who find their way to the hallways of wisdom, we promise an elite quiz, which will challenge your awareness and perhaps even put your survival skills to the test. Oh, no worries, we'll be poking about the entire establishment. I'm sure we'll stumble across it eventually. Document tubes? This one's handwritten. Has anyone seen our document tubes? Please come by our temporary studio in the basement if you know of their whereabouts. Thank you. And that's what they look like. Okay, a lot to keep in mind as we continue exploring the mansion. Yeah, sure, let's go over here. What's this? Elevator service sign. Elevator's out of service. We apologize for the inconvenience. Elevator service info. Telephone, not necessary, I suppose. Hausmeister GmbH Nashtali 61. Guess that's an address. Espresso machine. Is this where I would put in money? Or a cup? Probably a cup, right? Film poster. The etymologist's dream. Oh, we're not going to look at it? Film poster. Automobile. And a locked door. With a padlock? Yeah. Okay, we can't get behind this counter from here. So we'll have to go into that room that's currently closed. And then come back out this way. And then there's a cabinet there with another lock. Here's a document tube. We're supposed to be delivering these. I don't know why we're even attempting to just open it straight up, but okay. First day etage. Etage. Open the first floor document tube. Again, why don't we just deliver it? There was a request to have them delivered. Film poster. Oh, interesting. You wouldn't assume that anything's written backwards until it's written out like this. Now it looks like something's written backwards, doesn't it? Un animale terribile. One terrible animal? I think is what that would translate to. This game does like this really fascinating visual thing where it, instead of being like completely black in the background, it's overlaid this like other ghostly image of just a room on top of the room that you're in. That's so interesting. It looks great. Adds like a good texture to the game. Books about numbers. Okay. SC Bolt's Number Puzzles, Volume 1. Welcome to SC Bolt's Number Puzzles, Volume 1, your shortcut to a quicker brain. Shortcut being underlined, of course, so maybe this opens the first shortcut, or maybe it's just whatever the nearest shortcut is to here. This collection of my original number conundrums range from beginner to intermediate. Each puzzle can always be answered with a number between 0 and 99, and are all sure to challenge your gray cells. I hope this book will both entertain and train your intellect. Good luck. Hold on, I'm sorry. How many are there? You gotta be kidding me. There's 20 puzzles? So do each of these correlate with a shortcut in the game? So there are 20 shortcuts in Lorelei and the Laser Eyes? And because they're all numbered, you can figure out which one associates to which? If that's the case, hang on, let me skip to puzzle number 16. That's the one numbered puzzle shortcut door that we found. Why is this one missing? Which number is hidden behind the question mark? 64, right? I don't know why. But I mean, yeah. Okay, hang on. Puzzle, let's actually solve these in order. Puzzle number 16. Which number is hidden behind the black bar? 1691, 1961. 1881. Probably 90? Right? If this is all the context I have, I'm saying 90. These are like Mensa puzzles, man. Unlike the 12-hour system, the superior 24-hour clock system is divided into 24 hours counting from midnight to midnight. For example, yeah, I know. I personally operate on 24 hours. I've had my iPhone set to 24 hours ever since I started working night shift. It's funny that the thing that I read in the glove box told me that I need to have an understanding of the 24-hour clock. I don't really, because the game teaches you. I mean, look at counting with Roman numerals, which was also mentioned to me. Yeah, there's a new one to me. Hang on. Strobogrammatics for beginners. That's a new one. A strobogrammatic number is a rotationally symmetric ambigram. When written with most standard characters, a strobogrammatic number can be rotated 180 degrees and appear the same. Numbers like 8, 11, and 69, and so on are all examples of strobogrammatic numbers. The most recent strobogrammatic years are 1881 and 1961, and the next is as far away as 6009. Well, that explains the 16th number puzzle a bit better. Without that context, yeah, I would have been incorrect. So a strobogrammatic number, then, would actually be 60. I was guessing 9009, but it's actually 6009. Okay. So, I don't remember there being anywhere to input a code or anything, but let me head back to shortcut number 16. Here we go. And it's a different kind of lock entirely, huh? So do you want me to hit up 6009? Oh, you literally just hit 60. It's not even a combination lock. You literally just do 60. Okay, whatever, bro. So yes, this does connect. I was right. This connects to the room we were previously in. It truly is a shortcut. Okay, well, we can save again since we're here. Oh, I just noticed we can go downstairs. How did I miss that? Okay, here's the basement. Vending machine. Nostalgia figurines, $1. Collect all 20. Insert $1. There's probably better uses for my money. I'm passing on that. Display table. There's nothing on display. I assume if I got my nostalgia figurines, I could display them there. WC door. It's the washroom. Great, well. Now we know how to take care of that bladder situation. Wash hands or don't wash hands. Okay, there better be a good reason not to wash my hands. Okay? Before I click that. Even in a video game, that repulses me. Shortcut. Is it numbered? Bolt it from the other side. Then we will return later. That makes sense. I mean, why would we be able to take a shortcut to an area we haven't seen, right? So, they're all cleverly, you know, bolted in specific directions, I guess. Drawing board. There are a lot of early sketches and notes on the drawing board. Symmetric design. Estimated project cost. One module cost equals 15. Yeah, this is, I mean, these are like Mensa puzzles, okay? So I'm supposed to add up how much it would cost. I don't know what for, maybe for another padlock code. But yeah, it's asking how many blocks are in the image. And if it's a symmetric design, then we know how many blocks are hiding where you can't see. It's like, it's symmetric, like, it's in a grid and they're all perfect squares. So like this middle section is 3 high and then there's also 3 wide on either side. And that's not including the one in the middle. So it's actually 7 blocks wide. So we know that that's 7 times 15 plus 2 15s, which is 30, plus the 7 times 15, plus an additional 60 for the 2 pillars on either side. So it's 90 plus, so it's 195 is the answer. Wait, what was on the next page? Oh, any hidden costs? Hang on. Modern design proposal, inexpensive materials, economic construction, low-priced interior. Any hidden costs? Modular room design. Project team said their cranes cannot rotate modules. Supplier only has one of each module in stock. Simple room design. Constructor said our measurements do not make sense. Recalculate the area. Very obvious that this is upside down, given the question mark. So this is actually 6 by 18. In which case it kind of does make sense, doesn't it? That looks like 6 by 18 adds up. So if that's the case, then we just need to find the area. The area being 18 times 6. Yeah, I'll be honest, I had to pull out the calculator for that one. But that's 108. Component-based mansion design. Available components and prices. Remember to report cost to client. So this one's just pay attention to the differences. Okay, so we do need the 400 option, which is the second most expensive for some reason. So this one's going to cost 450. This puzzle is just asking, are there any hidden costs in this room? And if you rotate the image by 90 degrees, I believe you can start to see numbers. I think you're looking at the walls. I think the answer is 714. And that's the solution to the hidden costs puzzle. We're supposed to fill that room in the top left using the pieces that we have here. They look like they're all drawn to proportion. Let's go from cheapest to most expensive because we're looking for the least expensive option. And the 55 does fit, but we would need about a 2x3 piece to go beside it, and there's nothing like that. You could fit the 210, but then there'd still be a square left over. So I'm going to say 55 is out. 80 is out for the same reason. We just don't have a means of filling in that bottom right spot. So next cheapest is 130. But again, because nothing can rotate, that one's also out. We can't do the 130. 210 and 415 immediately is obvious to me, but that might not be the cheapest option. Let me see. 315. Oh, you know what? 80 would fit if it was nudged over to the left, and 315 could nestle beside it, with 210 sitting beside them. So as long as 315 plus 80 is cheaper than 415, which it is, then that's the cheapest option, which is 605. I don't have context as to why I need these numbers, but I have them. Document tube. Looking for a 3-digit sequence. Oh, hang on. The name on the tube is familiar. That might have been one of the names on the stamps. Is that what all these 3-digit numbers are associated with? Or all the tubes? Okay, so I'm going to have to sort these by name. Okay, there we go. I've gone and associated all 5 of my numbers with names of different architects, which all have document tubes hiding in the hotel for some reason. And the number associated with Kel here is 108. What do we get? A document, I assume? Hotel LJ Cellar. The cellar of the hotel is the home of a modern kitchen, a wine cellar, a cutting-edge toilet for all kinds of needs, and a space fit for a lounge with a pool table. The old prison cell, which was previously only reachable from the outside, has been kept, but a shortcut leading to the elevator hallway has been added for convenience. So that's the shortcut that we haven't opened yet. So we'll have to get to the elevator hallway in order to unlock the shortcut. Stairs from the elevator room lead to a space which has not yet been excavated, but this space deep below could be used to hide the most valuable secrets of the future. Okay, it is the future. So let's find the secrets. Okay, what's in this room here? We didn't even take a look at this. Shredded poster. Okay. I can pick the pieces up individually, so I assume we can arrange them? Oh, I see. We can use the arrow keys. Okay, well, let's put that up there and this down here. Now we hit enter. Memory change. There we go. So now this is in our memories. The poster seems less important than what's painted on the poster, but I don't know what that is yet. I'm just glad to have it, I suppose. What's over here? Oh, another one. Another shredded poster. Okay. You know, to be honest with you, I don't think the red design is going to change much more at this point. I can probably just drop the puzzle here and not bother solving the rest of this. But I will anyways, just because I can. There we go. Memory recovered. Biographies. Biographies have been torn out from the shelf. The Life and Times of Lorelei Wise. The pages are torn out. Okay. Renzo Nero. Un animale terribile, which is what we read on the poster. Of course, our Nero is the one that's been sending us letters. Most of the book is covered in red paint, but a few pages and paragraphs are still readable. Given the recurring themes of gambling, Nero's comment about cards in a 1960s interview in TechLink and Photography comes as no surprise. There is magic in cards. My childhood friend Gino could do things with cards that I've never seen since. He was good with tricks, little Gino. Il brutto? Again, Latin? I don't know. A horrible gambler. He never realized that in order to win, you have to cheat. He was a simple boy who relied on luck. The game is rigged. Cheating is part of the game. The occult always had a hold on Nero. From his scrapbooks, and indeed his work, which often included elements like crystal gazing, tarots, and such, we can surmise that he was particularly interested in soothsaying. He once said to Claudia Piccini, editor on The Etymologist's Dream, which we saw a poster for earlier, that he did not need to see the finished cut. He'd already seen the whole film in a prophetic vision. He often said in interviews that he did not believe in fate, but to friends he often spoke about different methods to see the future. Contradictions are contrary to my beliefs, he famously wrote to his worst critic, Paul Dumont. Keep in mind, Nero, this person is the one that's been sending us letters, and we're aiming to help them with whatever cosmic revolutionary technology they've been working on. So, obviously something to do with seeing into the future, I guess. Nero's relationship with money was complex. He would often gamble and frequently said that magic and money walk side by side in art. Yet he would contradictively as often claim that money stifled creativity, calling it a red, man-eating beast. Whenever he had won big, he would buy a new black suit and gladly spent money on diffuse creative endeavors, which were often left unfinished. He would frequently donate money to a local dog shelter since there were no anti-cat shelters to be found. Several friends and acquaintances have told stories about how Nero would carry around large amounts of cash in grocery bags or in his pockets, which would often result in him misplacing or losing them altogether. Besides the technical aspects, Nero had little interest in the historical spectacles created in Cinetercio. The apparatus was too big to create anything which would not be controlled by outside forces. In one of Nero's many manifests, there is a satirical proposal claiming that only dictators should be allowed to direct films. The holiness of creative control is a recurring theme in Nero's scribblings and work. As time passed, his opinion would swing, and he instead regarded being out of control as the only viable way to create art, surrendering to the ether, Nero calls it in another manifest. Nero's time at Cinetercio is rarely spoken of, but he spoke of it briefly and admittedly vaguely in a 1959 interview with Swedish TV's Lars Haaland. I heard the whispers in the stomach of the behemoth Cinetercio, the old vanguard, survivors from the silent era. I knew that there was an ancient conspiracy. I wanted in. Nero hated distinctions and swung like a pendulum between art house and exploitation. Yet the majority of his body of work isn't entirely inaccessible. A Dog Like All Other Dogs is still frequently aired on TV in Italy and Germany, and Automobile is constantly screened at cult movie festivals. His work has found an audience, but Un Animal Terrible definitely ended his already limited commercial appeal. Nero had crossed the line between eccentric and madman, and the distributor abandoned the film after its initial premiere. Interestingly, so now that we know about Nero and his love for dogs but hatred for cats, a terrible animal makes even more sense given that the movie poster had cats on the front. So Nero is a known and devoted cat hater. In fact, his hatred for cats is apparently what tore his commercial appeal in the film industry. The first and only cinema sostenuto project was a Trojan horse. An American studio, likely not too familiar with his earlier work, had been convinced that Nero could create a cheap gothic horror film, which was in vogue at the time. Had they read Nero's attached manifest, it is unlikely that they would have given him assent. An early draft of the proposal suggested, hopefully jokingly, that the audience should be lined up and shot after each screening. Yeah. He had a great interest in technique, and his friend Kai Agatz remembers their visit to the Electronic Art Symposium well. He called the whole exhibition a one-potato meal, but he kept coming back to Wise's parodic computer, which failed at every task given. That's funny. It aligned well with his thoughts about machines surpassing humans while still being inept at everything, since they were built by morons. He called Wise a woman with laser eyes and said that he already knew they would soon work together. Fascinating. Learning a lot about Nero there. Probably good, considering we're spending a lot of time solving the man's puzzles. Books about language. Useful Latin phrases. Here we go. Hang on. This is useful. Ab emo pectore, from the deepest chest, i.e. from the bottom of my heart or with deepest affection. Okay. See, Nero signs off his letters with these, so I think these could be useful. Ars longa vita brevis, art is long, life is short. Ori scara fames, accursed hunger for gold. Factum fieri infectum non potest. I'm probably butchering these pronunciations. It cannot be undone. Yeah, I think we say that one a little bit more elegantly in English. Oh my gosh. Fere libenter homines id quod volunt credent. Men generally believe what they want to. Forsan et haec olim meminisse iuvabit. Maybe one day it will be joyful to remember even these things. Huh. Write like a philosopher, the Greek alphabet. Okay. I hope this won't be too relevant, because yeah, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. International cartography. What is all this? Oh, these are the different languages that you would pronounce north, south, west, and east in. Okay. Fortunately, photographic memory has cataloged all that for us. What's up here? Bunch more books, huh? Ooh. This is in itself a puzzle. There's a lot of numbered books here, huh? I'm not going to touch any of these, not yet. This one's just a book, and it's got something on the front here. So we need like a phase of the moon or something. Oh, we need 5 phases of the moon. Unlock the journal. Okay, we definitely can't solve that yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? This is a 10 input code. Oh my gosh, okay. We will be returning here probably much later. Okay, an astronomical clock. I'm sorry, I was going to say grandfather clock. Roman numerals are on the wheels here, so we're going to have to line up. Oh, and they've each got a hand associated with them. And then in the middle here, you would press that in to secure your answer. Let me go to my possessions. I haven't actually checked this out yet. Bite-sized gaming system. Stolen in the gatehouse. Okay. We're throwing around some very accusatory terminology here. To be clear, I was invited to this estate. I was invited to poke around and solve whatever's going on here, okay? I personally, in good faith, believe that the bite-sized gaming system was intended for me to be picked up, okay? In very good condition and has almost no visible scratches. Very light. KLB Electronics 1982, not for resale, is printed on a label on the back. The Bite Size was a handheld game console developed by KLB Electronics. Magazine advertisements from 1982 suggest that the console would have launched the same year, but no sources have been able to verify that the console ever released. Some sources claim the device was withdrawn due to players receiving severe eye strain. The console is said to have been able to install games and applications on the internal memory and display 3 colors, white, gray, black, simultaneously on its 180 pixel display. Well, we can't use it, and I assume it's because we would need some kind of cartridge to place in the back. What's back here? More movie posters? Interesting. Half of a movie poster. And here's another half of a different movie poster. Oh yeah, well we read about this one. I can't remember what the full name was, but that one was successful. That one's regularly aired on television, I think it said. Locked door. How many numbers? 4. Large wooden object. Something blocks the way. Huh. Okay. I think the code that we need here is going to be the last 2 digits of the release year of these 2 movies. Would that make sense? So I've got to go read that documentation again to find... I assume there's some number associated with each of these movies, and it's a combination of the 2 of them. Well, the documentation on Nero doesn't specify when these movies were produced. In fact, the only dates given in this entire interview are the date of the interview with Technic and Photography, which was just the 1960s, so it's not even a specific year. And then they throw out 1959 as the date of another interview regarding the stomach of the behemoth Centurso. I don't even... That's probably the most confusing part of this whole thing. I didn't understand what any of that meant. So we might have to come back to this one. Hopefully, yeah, we'll just find a book somewhere that talks more about the movies, I guess. I'm just noticing there's a key hanging from the chandelier in the top right there. Huh. Yeah, you can see it from here as well, and this is probably where you would have to be to get it? Not sure, not sure. Stanchion? Exhibition opening 2014. I've never seen that word in my life. Stanchion. Oh, okay, that's just what these things are called. I guess I've gone 27 years without questioning if there is even a name for these things. 2 posts with a red rope used to, like, block a door or direct you in a movie theater, stuff like that. I guess that's called a stanchion. Who knows if I'm even pronouncing it right. Film poster. Adieu to... That's a B, correct? Tbilisi. There's too much Latin in this game. Locked door. Again, this is another implication as to what the passcode will be. I assume if I was to take whatever the release year is of this and then flip it upside down, it'll offer a different number. So it probably won't have any 7s in it or 3s, etc. Oh, dude, and here's another one. Again, I don't have numbers associated with these posters. Although this is just one poster diced up into 4 different arrangements, and I just need to figure out the arrangement. No. I was wrong? 2... Really? That wasn't right? I said 2413. That's 2. Oh. Wait, it's saying that 1, 2, 3, 4 is the order. So the posters are in the correct order currently. And I'm supposed to take the number associated with each poster and use that instead. Wait, how is that also wrong? You've got to be kidding me. Wait, how's that also wrong? Okay. I doubt there's any other context that will help me here, but I'm stumped and I think I just gotta move on right now. I can't imagine what else I'm missing here. Okay, well then what's over here? Ooh, another one of these. Andre, let me see. Andre was, I think, maybe the last number? Yeah, with the mansion design. So this one is 4... 50. The second floor of Hotel LJ includes spaces perfect for exhibitions and shows, as well as lots of luxurious rooms to stay and feel at home in. Studies, offices, and other workspaces are found throughout the floor. This floor also leads to the backyard, in which you will find places to contemplate, such as the orangery. Another new word. I'm learning a lot of new words in this game. There's a balcony facing south, and each wing has its own balcony with their own fire escapes. Okay, what's this statue here? Sculpture. Bust, perhaps. There's a hole in the forehead of the sculpture. I got nothing for that, baby. Insert something in the sculpture's forehead. What an unusual prompt, but I agree. Ooh, another magic poster. Been shredded that we have to rearrange. There we go. And I still don't know what these designs are. Oh, hang on, I didn't open this document tube yet. Floor 1, the pride and joy of Hotel LJ with all the conveniences of your dreams. This floor houses a lush restaurant, a rustic cafe, along with a library full of information, spacious lounges to socialize in, and even its own chapel. We have not seen most of those things. Oh, there's $1 here. Up to $7. Goody goody, what am I gonna get to spend it on? In this economy? And again, we've got a passcode next to movie posters, and I'm noticing there's a plus in the middle. There's like just a poster with a plus sign on it. So again, if I could find numbers to associate with these posters, we'd be able to add them together. Let's go for a nice walk. Okay, this takes us to a magic caravan. It's locked. There's a letter slot in the door. Tickets is scribbled in red paint below the slot. Tickets, you say? I'm gonna say I don't have tickets. Unlock the caravan. Is that really it? What's down here? There it is. I was gonna say there's a secret path here. I remember seeing it on the map. But it's just for $1? Okay. Well, the secret path gave us an extra $1. Oh, hold on. Can we just wind this in? Yeah, you can use the controls here. Ah, man at the gate. Now, I don't know what gate this is. That's not the front gate, is it? Oh, it was out here, and now there's a hat. There's a calling card hidden inside the hat. I'm half magician without you. I'm half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening. You complete me. Okay. Little creepy. What is that symbol? What are we looking at there? The top left and bottom right triangles are the same. So if these are numbers, then that means 2 of these numbers are the same. I choose to believe that they are numbers. Well, it might be time to finally entertain this gotcha down here. Insert $1. What do I get? Interesting. I was right about them being placed there. What is this? Is this a hint to something? Okay, each size has a value associated with it. I have no idea what's going on here. This might be more of a picture puzzle than a number puzzle. Maybe it's not a puzzle at all. Maybe it's just a funky little statue. Okay, give me another one. It's just a little guy. It's just a little guy. Okay. Thank you for that. Well, I've gone through all the number puzzles. I haven't solved them all, but I was hoping maybe one of them would help me solve the triangle puzzle the magician left for me. But nothing's standing out to me. Wait. Oh, I never went up here. Oh, wait, there were stairs leading to another room up here. I never went here. There's another computer. That's cool. Okay, alright. A whole other area to explore. That's good. Let's start with this room to the left. 1963. There's no one there. And there's a door in the other room that said 2014. Which is, by the way, when the magic show, question mark, opens. Here's another espresso machine. So, good for caffeine, which I don't know if I even need yet. It's down here. Another magic poster. Okay. Playing cards turn into keys? I've never heard of a magic show like that. I don't think keys are really that exciting. You can turn them into anything and you're turning them into keys. Shortcut, bolted from the other side. Another locked door. 3-digit combination on that one. I'm not seeing any hints in the room to indicate that one. So that's weird. Maybe once we unlock the shortcut it'll make sense? What's here? Another year door. 1847. It's locked. And this one's got a maze above it. Or something that looks like a maze. I don't even know how to access that. Because when you go to the door, it just says it's locked, and then that, and then that. Little hallway. Oh, with a document tube. For Trediv. Floor 3! The highest floor of Hotel LJ is used for the most spacious suites, facing the beautiful and seemingly endless forest to the north. The wings rooms feature grand windows from which guests can view the wonderful landscape. The majesty of this floor is enhanced by its many hallways, while the octagonal center of the floor accentuates the height. The stairs in the southmost hallway lead to the small loft, while the stairs in the northern hallways lead down to the mezzanine of the foyer. I think I've seen that word before, no idea what it means. What's this? Oh look, another shortcut. Okay, so finally what's down here? Another magic poster. I think this is the last of the magic posters. There were 5, I believe, and I think this is the 5th. Vermilion Tears. Cure the blind, heal the sick. Okay, this is getting a little outrageous now. Sure enough, that's all 5 magic posters. And I still don't know what I'm looking at. I feel like I'm not supposed to know yet, though. I mean, we're currently trying to get into a magic show. We even got an invitation to it. I assume these won't be relevant until we get there. So I'm not going to think too hard about it. Exhibition opening 2014. So maybe the key or whatever I need to get into door 2014 is in the exhibition. Would that make sense? Ah, here's this puzzle again. Maybe if I had a release year for this movie, I would associate each of the 4 digits of the year with each of these poster pieces, and then by arranging the poster you'd rearrange the release year, and then that would be the code. Again, not very satisfying, seeing as I just don't seem to have the years for any of these movies, or any numbers to associate with the movies at all. Oh, phonograph. Start the music. How did I not see this? Okay, I like it. I appreciate it. I respect it. I don't think that's what I was looking for, though. Well, folks, I've officially spent every last dollar I have in the pursuit of knowledge. And we've got a bunch of funny little figures. I don't think any of them help me. Wouldn't you know it? Also, I'm pretty sure at least this one is a reference to one of their other games. They made a game called... Oh, what was the name? Oh, here it was. Sayonara Wild Hearts. You can see it in this picture here. I've never played this game, but people love it, man. I gotta check it out one of these days. Well, That's it. I'm stumped. And I guess a good puzzle game will do that to you. Hold on, who's this? Wait, who's this? Why are you here? Man. Signorina, I'm happy like 1,000 children to see you. Please forgive my absence. I had some matters I needed to discuss with the Americans. Right. You must be the elusive Nero. What about this paint everywhere? Oh, first things first, Signorina. You must above all get to know this house. After all, it is your art that will reveal all its secrets and memories. This is crucial to the project. Keep quiet. Hear him out. Signorina, if you would excuse me. As you can see, raindrops fall on man and hedgehog alike. I have to go and clean off all this red paint. Call me on my room number about your findings. We must uncover everything. I'm staying in room 1963. Signorina, you will of course be needing your room key. I left it at the reception desk. Good luck, Bella. He's staying in room 1963. Call him. Okay, I think the game was waiting for me to do everything I could. And at the point of desperation, this man now appears. I see. I think room 1963 we saw that. I think that was on the same floor that the other room numbers were on. 2014 and the 1800 number. So now we can enter the office that he was in. And yeah, this loops back around here to this counter which I observed earlier. Locked key cabinet. I assume this is where my key is staying. I can make numbers. That's an interesting padlock. What's in this letter? To whom it may concern, it has come to our attention that Mr. Nero has contracted you to work on his project. We are writing to let you know that we are not involved in any capacity with Mr. Nero, nor any of his projects as of late last year, 1962. Anyone choosing to still associate with Mr. Nero after receiving this letter will be regarded as complicit in Mr. Nero's game. Furthermore, my personal advice for your own safety is to not engage with Mr. Nero, as it has been proven time after time that his behavior is erratic, perhaps even dangerous. Sincerely, Robert Sidney. So I don't know who "we" is. I don't know who Robert Sidney is writing on behalf of in 1963 regarding 1962. So I assume that's our key to get in here? Well, I don't know about that, because I'm not seeing how I'm going to get a 1. Oh, it like tucks in. I see. Okay. There we go. Let's try that. Very good. Is this my room key? And $1. Room... so we're taking the room 2014. Okay. So then I think I had it the other way around. Within my room will be the key needed to access the magic stage. Surveillance monitor again. Woman painting in the garden. Okay. Let's head back out to the garden. There's a canvas with again these symbols. Huh. I can't even interact with this. I mean, this is just here now. Well, I hope Signorina, if that is your real name, is enjoying her little escape room puzzle. Telephone and a telephone directory. Wow, that's a lot of names. Well, I'm not just going to start calling everyone here. I'll only call someone if I have a name in mind that I want to contact. Hausmeister. GmbH? I think this is who we should be calling. Get this elevator running again. 4... 9... Hausmeister, GmbH. Still no idea what that is. Is that a last name? How may I help you? What do you mean broken? Of course it is. They're tearing it all down. Are you calling from there? Who is this? You shouldn't be there. Hello? Okay, well there goes our hopes of getting the elevator fixed. Oh, hang on. Bella, it is me. When your horse barks, one has made a mistake. There was a misunderstanding about the elevator. It couldn't be trusted. It should be working now. Please, Signorina, forget about Hausmeister. What an eccentric individual. I wonder what happened to this man's mental state. Over the course of, what, 40 years perhaps? Okay, well, let's try calling the elevator then. So we're on floor 1. I mean, we've been to all 4 of these floors, so we're not going anywhere new. Ideally, this is just, what, fast travel? No, this is new. I mean, right out the gate, this is new. Yes, we were on the basement floor, but we weren't here. It's bolted from the other side. This is... the blueprint suggested that there's a room with treasures or valuables connected to the elevator. The stairs leading to the elevator. Remember that? OCU3 KLB Electronics. Okay. OCU3? KLB Electronics are the guys that made this thing. Wait, I never opened this. Is this my first time opening this? Yeah, it totally is. Bite size. It shows... That's my... Okay, that's my actual time on my computer. Shut down, install a game, and a calculator ROM. Okay, I appreciate the calculator. I've just been using my phone, but that's cool. Install a game. Yep, we don't have any games. Okay, so I was right about this not being useful until I have cartridges. So it doesn't really matter that I hadn't seen that yet, but it is cool that there's an in-game calculator. Clever way to do it as well. What has KLB been up to? Supercomputer. It is pretty super. Boot instructions. Input username followed by enter. Input password followed by enter. Set memory sequence followed by enter. I don't have any of that information. Interesting. Have we seen these patterns before? Because there were patterns on the magic posters, but they weren't this narrow. Oh my gosh, and there's another sequence here. These are 3x3 grids. Followed by... What? These are the 3 rooms in the hotel on the left. With a bunch of years that you can toggle in 3 different states. What on earth? That is one supercomputer. Verity sequence could not be identified. Finally, the Deus Ex Machina has arrived, the plot device that will solve our problems. This thing, I mean, this thing's endgame material. We're not solving this thing anywhere, anytime soon. Is it working yet? Has it shown you anything significant? Does it know about what happened? Forgive me, but this device makes me nervous like the pan who sold the egg. Our entire project and future depends on it, Signorina. It holds the final truth for us. We must find out everything required to operate it. This is your most important task here. Buona fortuna, Signorina. Buona fortuna. That's gonna be my new sign-off. Alright, let's go to floor 2. This is all new. Why does this light fixture have a question mark? Turn the lantern? I'm not turning anything. Diamond's door. It's locked. 1973 door with 10 little embossments on the front. East balcony door locked by a 3-digit letter code with a scrawling of a red little doll girl. Is this gonna take me to that library? Nope, nope, this is just something else entirely. Grand piano. Dude, there's so many puzzles in this game. Laser eyes is the name of the composition. And we've got 1963 and 2014 written on the piano. I would be surprised if you truly needed to have any kind of musical or piano knowledge to solve this. So me trying to figure out like, trying to remember like where the C key is, I think it might be the 2. But again, what I was getting at is I don't think you would need to know that. I think this is me looking too far into it already. So I'm getting out of here. Yeah, I don't think we just don't have enough context for that puzzle yet, which is fine. That's fine as long as there's still rooms to explore. I don't mind coming back. East door, which is locked. This is horrible. You know what I need to do? I need to go to my room. I got my room key and then just decided to continue exploring the hotel thanks to me getting the elevator fixed. But since we're here, might as well check out floor 3 as well. Ooh, we got a shortcut door. One that we could probably actually solve. Painting, the third eye hears all. Interesting. With an assortment of bells. Bolted shortcut 12. Okay. So this is where we head into the photographic memory. We go to our books. And we go find puzzle number 12. Which number is hidden behind the black bar? If north is 0 and south is 30, what would east and west be? Probably 30? Right? East and west are probably both 15. Unless maybe these are degrees, like 15 and 45, in which case the answer would still be 60. Or no, it's either 30 or 60. Unlock shortcut 12. Okay, watch this. East and west were actually 15 and 45. Yep. Yeah, okay, so we've been here, which I figured was the case, because so far it wouldn't make sense, right, to open a shortcut to a place you haven't even been yet. The game is well designed in that sense. So these bells, what was it? What did it say again? The third eye hears all. That has to be relevant to something in this room. I thought there was nothing here, though. I thought this hallway had actually nothing but the document tube. Yeah. Something here? Room 1847? No. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm getting kind of hungry. I've been playing long enough anyways. Been about 2.5 hours. I'm gonna go in my room. The first door I've been able to unlock in this whole game. Poke around in here and then we'll maybe call it after that. Oh. I was told this was my room? I'm sorry? I'll leave if you'd like. Would you like me to leave? Sleeping old woman. She is fast asleep. Wake her up? I don't know. I think maybe we'll just leave her alone. Can I read these here? Clipboard? Schonertog. Name of resident. Unaware. Date of admission. Date of summary. Okay, I was right about this being 2014. Mrs. Blank suffers from blank and blank. The latter is believed to be a symptom of early stages of blank. It is likely that Mrs. Blank condition is blank. Lately, Mrs. Blank has been receptive to verbal communication. Nurses have seen noticeable reactions when mentioning things such as family members, friends, places she has visited, or things related to her work. As it is believed that this verbal stimuli is beneficial for Mrs. Blank, the care team intends to find more information about Mrs. Blank. Visitors will be encouraged to communicate with Mrs. Blank using any verbal stimuli the care team finds advisable. Okay. So if we do wake her up, we're not going to be able to have a proper conversation. but I might be able to at least mention things that's relevant or interesting to her. Yeah, here we go. Name of a place she used to visit. Find out name of parents, any other family, aunt or uncle perhaps. Projects worked on. Names or nicknames of friends, acquaintances, etc. Find out about exhibitions. Any specific contribution in exhibitions. Music she liked. Band names. Okay, so she is an artist. Perhaps we know who she is? Lorelei Weiss. That was the name. Mixed media work of Lorelei Weiss. I feel like that might be who this is. That's the only name that's ringing a bell right now. That would make any level of sense. Mirror. It's broken. It is. It's also red and like there's smoke in it. I just feel like the fact it's broken shouldn't mean like it should be immediately dismissed and there's just nothing to do there. I'm interested in the mirror. Video cassette boxes. There's a stack of empty video cassette boxes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is where we get the numbers. I was waiting for this. Yeah, good. We got release dates on the movies. And this is one that wasn't even mentioned yet, I don't think. Canzone dell'Oceano. Banker Renato leaves the city life behind and decides to sail the ocean to experience the calm of being in the eye of a storm. He robs his own bank to buy a ship, which he names Lily Christine. Throughout his journey, he meets creatures and seafarers who all seem to bear resemblance to people he's met before. Dude, I would watch this. That sounds sick. 1948. An American dollar was hidden in the box. This is how we get paid? Okay, let's go. The irresponsible Lieutenant Resnick serves in a distant outpost during World War I. Out of boredom, he cuts out his eyes to get sympathy from his commanding officer, Major Lawrence, whom he later seduces. A strange and dangerous love affair plays out while the war creeps ever closer. Okay, not quite my pace, but I can appreciate it. 1950. Adieu to Tbilisi. That's the one that we're going to have to flip upside down. So the passcode's going to be like 0561, I think. Ace of Hearts. This one was really messing with me. But again, I think it's because I didn't have a release year. So all I got to do is plug the release year in, associate 1 with 1, 9 with 2, 5 with 3, 2 with 4. Rearrange it based on the posters. Dude, this is good. Oh, I feel like we unlocked a whole treasure trove of information. Gambler Roberto loses a bet to the one-eyed radical Lori. To cancel his debt, she wants him to infiltrate the military-industrial complex. When Roberto inadvertently causes an international diplomatic crisis during a game of cards, Lori decides that a nuclear war is unavoidable, and in the name of peace, they form the terror group, the Ace of Hearts, to speed up the process. They're accelerationists? This sounds like the plot to an Adam Sandler film. Thriller comedy, 1952. A card fell out from the box. A playing card? Yeah, the Ace of Hearts. Okay. The Etymologist's Dream, 1954. Dude was pumping movies out. R, an ordinary librarian, finds the indecipherable book 1,000 years ago in his library. The words within puzzle him, and his research leads him to an underground book club where he befriends L. She takes him to a fortune teller, and in the crystal they see that R wrote 1,000 years ago himself. Ooh. A dog like all other dogs. So this is the one that still gets played. So this is a more commercially, I guess, acceptable film. 1957. In post-war Dusseldorf, the homeless Rudy looks for his blind dog, Lazarus, in the ruined city. Oh, that's funny, because the dog, Nero's dog, is named Rudy. As Rudy realizes that dogs have more value than him, he transforms himself into a Labrador, only to find himself in a constant fear of being cooked and served in a fancy restaurant. I guess that explains the movie poster with the, like, pan in the back. Okay, I mean, I thought that Rudy seemed a little intelligent. He just walked right up to me and gave me that letter. I thought, oh, he's very well trained. What a good boy. Oh, it's 34 minutes. It's a short film. I hope the implication isn't that that is a man walking around the courtyard. Automobile. 3 women, all named Regina, lose their minds after hearing rock singer Little Leif on the radio. To symbolize their higher state of consciousness, they changed their names to Retina, and as they learn that Little Leif is to perform in Helsinki, they steal a sports car and embark on a violent quest to find the man of their dreams. Yeah, I'd watch this one too, actually. This one sounds good. Starring Tessa Black, Geraldine Blanche, and Angelique Blanche. So there's two sisters in this one. This is the one that bombed. This one killed Nero's career, apparently. As I mean, it was procedural, but this was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. As Ronaldo is left by his wife and children, he cuts out the eyes of the family cat, Lucia, in a fit of revengeful rage. When insects start to devour the still living cat, it turns from white to black, and Ronaldo starts to keep a journal about its decay using macro photography. Yeah, okay, no, I could see this one maybe being a tough watch. 3 hours? It's 3 hours of watching a man document the decay of a live cat. Yeah, it's maybe a bit far. I could see this one being a tough watch. And then The Third Eye, but this one never came out. Written and directed by Renzo Nero. The back of the box is completely blank, but there is a note inside. Cinema sostenuto manifesto. Cinema does not need people to exist. A piece of art exists in itself and for itself. All art can and should not be for mankind. We must make special cinemas for showing movies that transcend the human experience and shift the perspective from the viewer. He was so mad that people didn't like his movie about a dying cat that he wrote a manifesto. We must make special cinemas for showing movies that transcend the human experience. Your movie does not transcend the human experience. Get over yourself, bro. You can't just film a dying animal for 3 hours and then get mad that the audience doesn't get it. Such a cinema has no need for chairs or popcorn, and it has no room or need for people at all. Appreciate. He's like, look, I made this movie for me. Personally, I would watch it. You don't have to watch it. I don't care. I'll make a whole theater just for me. A projectionist starts the film and is given ample time to vacate before the credits. Then the show begins. No chatter, no commercials, no inane questions about the plot. Pure cinema, untarnished by greedy eyes. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. There's no other way to spin it. The Third Eye, that is fitting. Nero is a madman. There's no other way about it. Television and video cassette recorder. There's no cassette inserted. I do not have a cassette. We will be leaving. Okay. And finally, what's in this room here? Well, this is the maze lithograph is what they're calling it. This we saw above the one door. What? Yeah, I don't see what's going on here at all. I don't have enough context for this yet. That's okay. We'll just store that in our photographic memory. That's insane. Your memory can just remember an entire maze, but yeah, sure enough. What is this? It's in my room, so I guess I'm allowed to go up here. Got another $1. And another document tube. This is for Lofty. I think this is the first one. Yeah, this is the exterior. So this is a 195 situation. Oh! Awarded for excellence within the field of charting. I guess, yeah, I've probably found all the blueprints. The small loft of the hotel houses an impossibly large room and small spaces used for storage, perfect for the many planned projects in the building. So we're in one of those small rooms, you can see it on the right. But in between all of these small rooms is a very large room. Attached to the door to get to it is in a computer room. And it's probably accessed, by the looks of it, by room 1963, the one that Nero's staying in. How was your room, Signorina? I'm still not even sure I'm pronouncing her name right. It sounds so goofy. How was the room? I guess it was nice. I don't know why there's another lady in it. I don't know how I'm going to go to bed, frankly. Was it what you expected? Explain that there was someone in there. Oh, you really like puzzles, Signorina. Let me think. I've got it. You were the someone. No, I think there's a misunderstanding. Like there's another... No, we're... Okay. Now, Signorina, I forgot to ask you the most important thing. Did you bring the script pages like we agreed? The script pages. The ones that were lost from the typewriter. I mean, we're still poking around, brother. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. The pages are lost. We'll find them, though. Signorina, this is a problem bigger than a jackpot. A very big problem. How do you suppose we will find out how it ends? I suggest you make it a very high priority to bring them to me. Yeah, no, don't worry, it's on my to-do list. I got a lot of things on there, but I'll make sure that those pages are somewhere near the top. Okay, well, with that, I'm gonna call it there. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. What a fascinating story. Once again, I can't believe how many narrative, like, or how captivated I've been by the indie game narratives lately. Normally, I'm not a big story guy. Like, don't get me wrong, a good story is a good story. Some of my favorite games of all time are my favorites because of the stories. But, like, a good story does not sell me on a game, you know what I mean? But I can be tricked into enjoying a story once I'm already into the game because I've been sold by the other surrounding factors. That has in fact happened once again with Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I'm now suckered in. I'm here. I want to know what happens. What's going on? So I will continue playing this, absolutely, as long as I can find the time to. Believe me, the games are not slowing down. I could talk to you. I talked to you all day about all the games that came out in just the past few days that I still haven't gotten up on the channel and I'm working on tomorrow, the day after, etc. It's an absolute onslaught. So Lorelei will sit on the back burner along with the other like 10 games I'm juggling. But I promise I do wish to return. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoy these puzzle games. I don't know if it's enjoyable, you know, sitting down and listening to me solve puzzles. Is that enjoyable? Am I ruining the game for you because I'm explaining the puzzles? I hope not. I guess talk to me all about it in the comments. I'm still new to this. We're learning what kind of content to post to the channel. So if you watched this far, let me know. Give me some feedback. Did you enjoy the game? Do you even want to see more of it? Are you already sold on the game and you'd rather it not be spoiled? I don't know. But thank you for watching. Happy to have you here, and I hope I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye. Love you guys.